You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
I'm Wes.
I'm Joey.
Welcome to episode 64 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. This is a podcast where we talk about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking, coronavirus, and general all-around bike fun, because all podcasts today are talking about coronavirus, right? We even talked about it last week, so we're professionals now. We're basically doctors.
Let's change
I feel
it
like
up.
our
Let's not
numbers are
talk
down.
about it.
Numbers are down. People aren't
But
commuting.
everyone's like,
That's because we're not testing for them.
No. This week we are all once again in remote locations recording via Skype. So if the sound is a little off, blame coronavirus. Wes, out there in Michigan, say hello, Wes.
I will not.
hello,
Okay.
Wes.
Joey is in the Solomon's Beat Lab. Say hello, Joey.
Hello.
I'm in my in-home podcast warehouse studio where all the podcasts are produced. We are being socially responsible and minimizing contact. Like, we couldn't really have contact with you anyway, Wes, right?
You could. Nobody would like it, though. I'm abrasive.
Once everyone gets their $1,000 check, though, feel free to donate any of that.
Stimulate our package.
Yeah, stimulate it. Will from that's Will. We met at Philly Bike Expo.
Yeah. Will's a good guy.
I'll give him more stickers because he did ask because he gave some away.
Cool.
And then he ordered some. So Will from PA ordered some stickers. So I'll have some. Actually, I don't know if I dropped them in the mail today. No, I didn't. They'll go tomorrow.
I owe Joseph some. Joseph, if you're listening, I still haven't sent your stickers. Joseph was a guy that got his love you buy hung up in the what do you mechanics call that thing?
A work stand?
The work stand. Yes. He got his thing caught in the work stand and it mashed the other thing.
Buddy.
So I'm sending you some stickers, but I still haven't done that not because I'm lazy, but because I'm just going to blame everything on coronavirus.
If Will gave out stickers for us, does that make him a GTD influencer?
He's an ambassador. I like that. If you give away stickers.
If you give out your stickers, you're automatically an ambassador.
Does that make him media?
You're like a deputized GTD member.
We ought to come up with a name for that. Like a real deal name.
Like a Scranton volunteer sheriff's deputy?
Yeah.
I'm seeing everybody lifting cups to their face to drink. Joey, what are you drinking tonight?
That's my sweat.
Ew, that's gross.
You said cup. You didn't say which one.
It's really nice. You should try his.
Yeah.
God.
I got a pretty big Rambler full of bourbon.
Nice. So you're going to ramble on here in a little bit?
Oh, no, I won't take Benadryl with this one.
No, you can do anything you want. You can ramble away.
I got bourbon, Oreos, and Navy SEALs playing on my TV.
So you're actually watching TV while we're podcasting?
Like the old Charlie Sheen one? Yeah,
Nice.
It's my computer monitor on the wall, so...
Wes, what do you got?
Actually, when Joey drinks bourbon and he eats Benadryl, we call that the time machine.
That's pretty good.
I'm having a Barolo circa Costco 2 weeks ago.
Do you have to stand in line for that in Michigan?
No, actually, I probably met the nicest person I've ever met. I was like looking at wine and I was like, I know what I want. I just don't know where to find it because you can buy wine at Costco in Michigan, which is awesome. You can buy hard liquor. You can buy whatever you want.
Holy cow.
Guy's like, can I help you find anything? I almost told him no. And I was like, actually, I'm looking for this. And he's like, oh, well, he asked me a couple more questions. Like, look, dude, I don't know anything about wine. And he must have like spent probably 20 minutes with me, like talking about everything. It was awesome. Super nice guy. He even had a business card. I got a Costco man's business card.
So you're making friends in Michigan. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Well, I made friends and now we can't do anything.
You can have virtual friendships. I am having a big giant. This is my. You can't see it on the podcast, but you guys can see it. This is
blurred
my.
out.
This
Blurred
is
out.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there's like a weird. There's a spot for you where we blurred the background.
There we
Or the
go. Can you
cups
see it
in the
now?
background
Can you
are
see it now?
not, yeah.
This is my blood, sweat, and gears beer mug that is full of gin and tonic.
So you're done training?
What is there to train for anymore?
Dude, I got my finisher's hat and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
So-
right. Stoke boxes showed up today from Croatan.
No one will ever know if I actually finished or not, but I got the finisher's hat for the 150.
It's a cool hat,
Did
too.
you ever hear from Matt about the Coronatan? How'd he take that?
Shh. Matt had his hands full with a lot of other stuff. He is not at all worried about what we were joking about way back. So I don't.
Hopefully.
It would take him 2 weeks to get that joke anyway. See how I did that, Joey? See how I did that?
That was bad.
I wove that in, because coronavirus 2 weeks. Yeah.
You're just an old spinster, Brian.
So that's what I'm drinking. Everybody's all caught up on that. You guys, what's going on with you guys over the last week?
Wes, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Can I set the stage? Because we
Well,
really don't
This
have...
is a podcast.
Yeah, we really don't have much to talk about this week.
Oh boy, it happened.
So we're gonna ramble a little bit. Wes,
Well-
fill us in on your life.
Well, on that note, I suppose I could take this floor for, I don't know.
Hello?
How long did Pelosi hold the floor for? I can do it for 45 minutes to 4 or 5 days.
Well,
Okay. What's been going on? Well, I had my first work. I've been up here for a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and I have not
Hello?
worked a full 8-hour day.
So it's perfect.
Yeah, it's been. I kind of feel guilty about saying it, but so far, as long as I've got a job, this whole thing has kind of worked to my benefit.
Oh God, you did not just say that.
Yeah,
Coronavirus. is
Like,
gonna-
don't get me wrong. Like, it's a terrible thing. Like, I would rather me struggle and the rest of the world be okay than me do okay and the rest of the world struggle. Like, I don't know. I work from home for the first time today, as well as everybody that was like training us. So it went okay. I don't know. I've got like 12 computers set up right now. I've got one computer so you can see me through video, the other computer so you can hear me through audio. And then I've got a fourth computer on the desk for work. And
You're turning into like a tech nerd.
dude, I'm soft now. My hands aren't rough anymore. Just wait, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to turn you around.
Okay.
Everything's
Everything's blurred, dude. Everything's
it's
blurred.
blurry.
It's
Oh.
blurred.
Whoa!
Hey.
This is no longer a family show. I'm blur background. See? There's my battle station.
You.
Oh yeah, there's my fireplace. I put that on in the day sometimes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Ow, my knee.
Roman Mars on 99% Invisible on the latest episode. He did a tour of his home. And he walked through his bedroom and the hallway. And
But other than that, we just went out for groceries today because everything up here is on lockdown unless you're essential. So we had to get groceries. We had to fill some gaps, and it's weird. You can't bring anything from home in there. You got to use all their crap. You got to bring it home. They're doing growler exchanges, kind of like a propane tank exchange. So you can't bring your own growler to fill up. You give them theirs. They sanitize it somehow, and they send you home with a new growler. But
so are you actually working from home or?
Yeah.
okay.
no, I don't go out. I haven't. Today was the first day I've been out in a couple days now. So
Yeah.
other than just like going to a park or I actually did a hike with one of the guys I work with on Saturday. We took our dogs out. We did like probably about a mile or so. Just like 10 minutes from the house. It was awesome. It's kind of like it's like mini like Appalachia a little bit out here.
So did you maintain social distancing?
Yeah, I mean, we drove up and everything like that, and I guess we stayed an appropriate amount of distance from each other, and the dogs went nuts.
Good.
They ran around and had a good time. So
Cool.
that'll be about the last time I go out and hang out with somebody probably for a while.
So Joey,
Yeah.
what's going on in the bike world?
The bike world is crazy. So it's the first time in my life I was ever considered essential for anything.
That's not true.
You're essential to my friendship and my well-being, Joey.
No, the bike scene is still crazy. So obviously in Maryland, Mr. Hogan shut everything down that's not essential yesterday, and we got grandfathered in because of our transportation and recreation. And no, we're still booming. So we have a new policy at the shop. The door's locked, and then I'm going to keep that forever.
Tell me more
Yeah.
about this. I got out of the bike industry at the wrong time.
And Basically, you want to drop off your bike, you call ahead. Call when you get to the door. I'll check it in. You leave it. We send someone out. We scrub it off. Bring it in, and then you want to pick it up. You call. You pay over the phone, and I bring it outside and leave it. And I don't look at you.
It's like a perfect. It's a perfect Joey world.
That's actually really well done.
Yeah, I figured it out, and it's working.
Nice.
I'll ship stuff for people. I'm shipping. It's working out. I had a guy do a bike sale. I pretty much told him, I was like, hey, we're going to do most of this over the phone, and then you come in and we'll double check everything, and that's it. And then he bought a bike today.
So I know like last week when we talked, there was like a huge rush on people coming in and buying bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, has that slowed down or?
Nope.
Really?
The bike industry right now, and if your bike shop's not doing well, I don't know what's wrong with you, but it seems like a majority of the bike industry is doing really well.
Couple of them are closed in town here.
Huh?
Couple are closed in town here.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, I think there's kind of like it's a wishy-washy whether they're essential here or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so much work to do, service-wise and sales. What was I ready to say?
Well, if you think about it, a bike shop needs to be essential because people shouldn't be getting on buses.
I can see like in a city. I mean, we're not essential, but business is good.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in Southern Maryland that's really using their bike as full-on transportation, other than Marcus, I guess.
Or Leroy, or Anthony Ray. Guess who got a new bike?
The guy with the pickleball? Dion. Did he really?
Dion, father of Dion, whatever, the church guy bought him a new bike.
Man, all right, we can talk about that later.
But no, even so, like suppliers are terrible. Suppliers are doing well. So like Specialized will drop ship for us directly to customers for equipment, and anything click and collect bike wise, we get 100% profit on.
Okay.
Oh, did they change that?
They did it for this.
Okay.
So I sold a Stumpy that way this week, like a nice carbon Stumpy.
Nice.
And he picks it up Thursday.
Tom?
No, it's a younger. I went to high school with him because he's in one of those groups where one of his friends bought a Stumpy last week, so everyone has to get him now.
I always love that when like everybody's got a full suspension bike and somebody's like, I just want to pitch, and then like a month later they come back for a Stumpy.
I don't know if you remember, but these two guys both had like these GTs they bought from Dick's, and they traded them in together at the same time to get like rockhoppers.
Yes,
and those guys, yes.
So I saw a guy at the lake today on a Specialized E-mount bike, full suspension.
Oh, was it blue?
Yeah, it's blue.
Yeah, that's Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got that. That was like my last bike sale.
Dude, that drivetrain blew up when he left the parking lot at St. Mary's Lake like 2 weeks ago. I replaced the whole drivetrain already.
Did you really? What was wrong with it?
The limit wasn't the limit. He put everything into the spokes because nothing was really bent or otherwise, but everything went into the spokes.
Ouch.
Salsa right now will let us ship to anyone without any hassle or fees or anything. So, people don't want to come to the shop. They'll set us up for shipping direct. Like, we're doing pretty good, and I'm trying to keep my staff safe, and it's working out.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Staying busy then. I like to hear that.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
That was a bike shop ramble. We went on a nice ride on Sunday, which was a good stress release.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was the first time I've ridden north in like a year because of the road work.
Yeah, they had that little section of Route 4 closed down, so it was hard to get up to north of me, actually.
There's a pill for that.
No, it's fun. My back's been killing me, so my back hurt for that. So, and we tried to keep it like low intensity, which for Brian's, I was still going too slow for him, but
no, it was fine. I actually really, really, really enjoyed that ride. So I waited out at Flag Ponds for you guys for Jess.
Man, it was so hard to get there.
and then we took off north and did a whole bunch of loops. And I actually looked back at that route. I think I might take that as a secondary regular route because that was good miles, perfect number of miles, like 28 miles for me.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice if you add Brooms Island and like go down to the gardener's house too.
Yeah, I can see where you could actually really easily add some stuff to that. And I liked going out Williams Wharf.
Yeah,
that was just a really nice ride. It was a super enjoyable day. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Oh no, I'm the one that was like, I can't ride hard.
And we all maintained good social distancing.
Yeah,
it's easy to do with a small group, 2 or 3 people. So I don't think there's any reason to not do that.
Have you ridden Grays to 6s from up there?
Oh,
in the middle of a day?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually the only time I'll ride Grays and 6s.
Yeah.
Middle of the
it's
day.
My favorite.
Yeah. It's like a roller coaster. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I have my redshift feels good on my All City.
Well, that's right. What else have you done to that bike?
That's it. There's nothing else I need to. It's perfect. Huh?
I don't know. I was looking for something.
I mean, I don't know. I want to switch my crank still. I want like a compact gearing instead of mid-compact, but...
Yeah. Last week was a big mileage week for me.
Yeah, you had almost 200.
Yeah, I had 185 miles, and...
I had like 70.
I don't know. It's just... there's not a whole lot else going on, and it was interesting. I didn't really push anything hard, you know? I think that's the... What do you guys think is the right way to ride? Because in the midst of all of this, because you know that we shouldn't stop riding. I don't think that's the right answer. I also think, you know, obviously we shouldn't be riding in groups, but what's the middle ground? I mean,
probably 2 to 4 people.
What you and me and Jess did on Sunday was perfect.
But I mean, too, you know, yeah. So the numbers that was, yeah. But what about like effort?
Oh, you shouldn't be. I mean, like you were saying, you don't want to go super hard because you actually hurt your immune system.
Yeah. So you got to find
because it's respiratory. Yeah, you could really, if you've got it, you probably hurt yourself or exaggerate it.
Yeah. So I've kind of been trying to dial the notches back a little bit, but still actually do the miles, which actually it's harder because then you're on the bike longer. You know, your rides are longer because you're not at the pace that you would normally do. So your time on bike is different. But you know, also I think you got to be careful not to get hurt, which you hate to say because as soon as you start thinking about not getting hurt, what happens? Yeah, something goes sideways and you get hurt. So it's a tough call, and we are not under shelter in place. We are not under. You know, we're not allowed to go out. We are, you know, asked, non-essential businesses are closed, and we are asked to stay home, and we are asked to maintain our social distancing. I still think you need to be able to ride the bike. Which
realistically should make it a little safer for you to ride your bike because there should be less people on the road. So your chances of having an altercation with a car should go way down. But a regular accident, though, you're still just as likely.
I have found the cars to be a little more aggressive.
Really?
Yeah, because there's fewer of them, and so to me it says I can go faster, and so I'll be back on Solars Wharf Road, and they know that there's not as much traffic. I get passed by cars doing 55 and 60 miles an hour on Solars Wharf Road.
Man, I've been driving slower because I'm like I don't have to deal with traffic anymore. I don't have to get anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, maybe Michigan's just a calmer, saner place. I don't know. I'll give it to you. Maybe. I think there's some hoots out there. They're everywhere. Yeah. They're everywhere. Hey, has anybody been watching Joe Exotic on Netflix?
Is that the tiger guy?
Yes. Tiger King or whatever that is. Oh Tiger King? God. Okay, we'll just dip our toe into this for just a minute. Netflix has a documentary on this dude that it's like all about the whole big game world, big cats, and the people that are trying to exploit them and the people that are trying to stop everybody from exploiting. It's not hilarious because it's very dark and twisted, but there are some batshit crazy people out in this world. I believe it. If you haven't watched that, just a little sidebar. Go watch that. You might enjoy it. If you enjoy listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt, I can pretty much guarantee you that you'll enjoy whatever that nonsense is on Netflix as well. And everybody's looking for stuff to watch right now because what else you got to do? Everyone's made a lot of stuff like free. Like a lot of the Fly Fishing Film Festival stuff is free right now. Yeah. Nice. Oh man! All right, so I wasn't done talking. So sorry. The bottom bracket on the Diverge. Oh, which one, Brian's or whose? I feel like a plane's about to land on my house. I can hear it. I can hear it too. Man, the Navy has been flying a lot more since Corona has been out. It's the National Guard guys. They can't get in the air. They're shooting it out of the air. So I got a one wet wipe after another 600 crank for Jess's Diverge. Didn't think it'd be a pain in the ass to find a bottom bracket for that thing that would work because she's all one by. Yeah. And I wanted all GRX. I wanted a Shimano drivetrain. Man, there is like 2 bottom bracket options and QBP for that total. Because it's 386 Evo, so it's really fat, but it's also a press fit 30 shell. So it's a 386 Evo. So I found like a Wheels Manufacturing, one of those thread-in bottom brackets. Yeah.
or had to go like full ceramic with enduro or something. I was like, what the?
Damn.
You
That was
almost
it.
let it go too.
Because everybody's going back to threaded.
Well, I was like, holy cow! Like, I had no options. You never see a Shimano crank on a carbon diverge.
Yeah.
It's
I guess
crazy.
It's always a
It's annoying.
praxis or something.
Yeah, it's all practice, no matter what.
Yeah.
How's Jess enjoying the one by?
She liked it. I mean, she rode Sunday, and she has no issues. I have my second set of. It's the only thing I think bogging her down a little bit. She's not in a pro or con, but she's been riding Nano 40s like all year. And she rides fine and keeps up with me and everything, and she's still faster than me. But I have a set of 38 slicks I have to put on her bike.
She gonna run away from you, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Yeah,
get a
that's why.
smaller chainring.
It's funny. We were coming up. What was that road? Ross Road.
Yeah.
And I was giving Joey a hard time. I was like, Jess and I did that in our big rings, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
And poor Jess was like, I have a big ring? I was like, you have nothing but a big ring.
No, I think she likes it. The gearing's perfect. She's got a 1142 SLX cassette on there.
Okay. Yeah, somebody sent a question asking what the rear derailleur was you put on her one by. And you just answered that question, so.
I think it's the GRX 812.
Yeah.
Where was that question at?
I don't know. Somewhere. It's so hard to keep up with all the
Did
different
somebody
socials.
use hashtag AskGTD?
I didn't check it.
I hope we have like 50 questions on there.
If you
That would
used,
make this episode a lot more entertaining if we did.
if you used hashtag AskGTD, your question will be answered at some point in the future because we didn't check it today. There's our little disclaimer.
I'll tell you what, though. I am my miles next week are going to be in the water because I get my kayak this week.
Score.
Are you clipping in, Joey?
I should. Those new RX8 shoes, perfect for the kayaks.
Okay, you
Should be
wore
the
those.
fastest guy.
Those were the first time I got to see them when you wore them on our ride on Sunday, and they
Yeah, I
are
put my XT pedals on my road bike.
beautiful shoes. Absolutely gorgeous.
Is it comfy?
So I've been fishing a lot. I've fished twice this week.
No, I'm jealous.
Yeah, well, we've been going down the lake. Nothing catching but dinks, but caught a couple pickerel, caught some small bass. Jerry and I have been out down at the lake. So that's that.
Does one of you fish on the other side of the lake and one of you fishes on like the close side of the lake and you just
No.
yell back and forth?
Actually, it's the perfect social distancing outdoor recreational activity because he's in his kayak. I'm in my kayak. We just stay far away from each other. It's easy to stay. You got to stay 25, 30, 40, 50 feet away from each other. So it's perfect. And just yell at each other.
That's true.
Okay. Anything else, Joey?
No, the Corona making me crazy. Rona season.
What's going on in Strava Club?
Strava Club. Is that a real name? Mark Means?
Yes, it is. I'm not doing that anymore. I am
Harry
not doing
Blair. I
it.
sound like Harry Bear. All right. Mark Means from Wooden Vine. What?
Woodinville?
Woodinville.
God. I just didn't want to say that, I guess. Wood.
Is that Tumblr empty?
Almost. Woodinville, Washington at 193.8.
Good job.
Adrian
Woodinville's a
Blair
nice town.
from Wadham. What the hell?
I have no idea.
Wadmalaw?
Wadmalal Island, South Carolina. Some
Okay.
good old South Kakalaki guy. At 129.6. And then Vinia Lubb from Cantu Wheels from North Waverly, Texas at 301.4.
That's big miles. New Waverly. They're down in Texas Hill Country, which is where I was supposed to be on a tour before coronavirus came and blew up my livelihood.
Well, you told me I texted Brian this morning, Wes.
Could
I
have
was
worked
like,
at the bike shop, Brian.
I keep
We
telling him.
offered that. I offered it to him before I left.
I text Brian this morning. I was like, man, all the REI, everything. I think REI branded gear is like 25% off now.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, man, you can get a half dome for like $170. He's like, I bought one before Texas Hill Country, not knowing. And so I laughed, and he said some foul language. But I did tell him he could send it back. It's REI.
It's
Yeah, you
REI.
could. Just
I
buy
could,
again. Yeah.
I could just call them and say, hey, I would like to send this back, but I want to save you the shipping. So I actually want the tent, so just send me some money back. Do you think they'd go for that?
Probably.
Probably right now. I have to live in this thing now. Can you help me out?
Just be like, all right, never mind. I want to return it.
my
Good luck at
wife
what
quarantined
you're
me
gonna
in this. I'm looking possibly bringing in some hunt wheel stuff. HUNT.
Oh, you know who really wants a pair of those hunt wheels?
Who?
Mike.
She break into the top 100 for the week. He needed 128 point. Man, that top 100 went up.
Yeah, 128.3.
It's because people got free time.
We are up to 574 from 572. People get rolling. That's what everyone's doing. Strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt. So, really quick, I want to share. Let me make sure I can pull it up really quick.
Yeah,
I don't know how to navigate Strava anymore. I always talk about Philly Mark. We met at Unpaved from Philly Bike Expo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you follow him on Strava? Because he always does these crazy rides.
Yes, I do.
I don't know if he's a member of our club. He just followed me back finally because I'm probably annoying. But he constantly has like 300-mile weeks.
Yeah, he rides a lot.
He did 317 last week, 382 the week before, 260. He's
Good Lord.
Yeah, he has some cool rides.
Big rides.
Can you look at how many miles he rode in a year on Strava, or is that not something they show?
Oh yeah, statistics. He's up to 2,900 this year.
Huh. What did he do last year?
On my phone, I can't break that down.
Holy cow. Close to 3,000 miles? Jeez.
He has 98 rides logged for the year. And he's got 130,000 feet of climbing with that. He averages 326 miles a week. All right, here's my tech tip of the week.
Do you want some music?
No, I don't want music. All right, everyone's getting bike service. Otherwise, stay home. If you're going to bring your bike in, disinfect it. That's a tech tip. I'm serious. Clean the handlebars or the grips, the seats, the contact points, everything.
So what are you guys doing at the shop to make sure that a bike that comes in, what does your staging look like out front?
So last week, I had a big sign on the door that said, any and all bikes. Yeah, I had disinfectant and paper towels on the bench. We moved the bench next to the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to come in the store with a bike, you had to clean it off.
I'm glad nobody's stolen that.
No, we put the cable lock through the paper towel so they wouldn't roll away. But really, we just kept people from stealing it.
Yeah.
So we had people, wiping down everything before they came in the store. And then we would still do it when they came in. But, that's my tech tip because that's what we're coming to these days.
Disinfect your bike.
How's Dave handling it?
It's fine. I've kind of just taken charge on everything and just saying, here's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So he's fine with it. I think something that he doesn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
We're still chugging away. I mean, even if we were short-staffed, me and Dave would just keep chugging along. But we're doing good. So that's our tech tip.
Clean your bike.
Clean your bike. It's also a good time to clean your bike at home.
It is.
Oh, also, I posted it on my Strava and my Instagram, but Wes, I found the solo roll of toilet paper on the side of Route 4.
Did you?
So I had to set up a picture with it.
I thought awesome. You were actually going to pick it up and bring it with you.
No, that's disgusting. I just wanted a picture.
And Joey and I on a ride on Sunday had what's the name of that little cinnamon whiskey? Fireball.
Fireball challenge. We need the rules for that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, let's work that through right now.
All right. So typically on a ride, there's a lot of debris you see, especially on a long ride. It was like 40-something miles for me, so that's a long ride for me. So the Fireball challenge. So Brian told me about this thing. You see a thing of Fireball. Do you know about it, Wes?
No, but I think I would get where you're going.
You know the little Fireball minis, little minis.
Yeah,
yeah, they're like candy.
You see Fireball, you yell out Fireball. So you keep tally of who has the most fireballs on a ride. So if Brian sees one first, he gets it, and I see the next one. So I think we actually tied, and we both had 4.
No. You actually won. You were up 5. You were up 5-4.
So there has to be some rules. So if you prematurely yell and it's not Fireball, you get deducted 1.
Right. Because I was doing that. I would see a leaf on the side of the road, and I was yelling, Fireball.
So you have to be within yelling distance for it to count.
Of each other.
The person hears it.
Right.
Or my bell ringing, because I like ringing it. And
I'm going to take care of that bell.
No, that was my Spur Cycle Chris King bell.
Yeah. Take the dinger out.
Whoever wins on the ride, the next time you see the person... Actually, I should keep some in my Nittany bag. Whoever wins gets a little tiny, 99-cent shot of Fireball.
I like it.
Well, I was going to say you could play it a slightly different way if you wanted.
Yeah, you have to actually drink the fireball every time you see one.
No. See, the other person would, right? So if Joey and you would go out for a ride, and Joey counts 4 fireballs, and he had the most, then Brian has to take 4 shots of fireball at the end of the ride.
Oh, at the end of the ride. I was going to say during the ride? Well, no.
You can
You
do
gotta,
it during the ride, too. Either way.
Yeah,
You can stop and
you know.
take the shot.
I need
like that.
I need a further point of clarification on the rules. Okay, so if you see a fireball and I see a fireball and we're not within shouting distance of each other.
Oh, like we did the other day on the hill?
Yeah. So if you call it out, you get the point. And if I call it out, I get the point. So we both get the point. And there has to be an honor system in this.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be pretty honest with each other.
I saw 38 fireballs on that ride, and I didn't tell you about them. So I actually won. No, I think that, so that there's still the opportunity for everybody to score the fireball.
I always score.
Okay, so are there any more rules that we need to come up with?
No, I think it's pretty simple. We should get everyone to play.
Okay.
And then, like you said, the reason there's probably so many because it's like...
Oh, they're like candy.
It's like a Reese's Easter egg by the register. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure, 99 cents, give me one.
You buy your 6-pack and you also then, give me one of those. They're in little tubs, just like candy. Yeah. You just grab one.
I'm going to buy some and keep them in my frame bag.
Off you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Instagram follow of the week.
The follow of the week is at Velocio_Exploro. That is the Exploro is the team. Remember Cynthia from Cynthia Fraser? She was
Gravista.
Gravista. Sorry, there's so many gravel.
That none of them are going to happen.
Yeah. Well, remember, you know how she's on that? She was on that all women's team, like stands last year, and they kind of were dabbing a lot in the gravel. So now they're like full adventure racing.
Yeah.
So that's that new team.
Velocio Exploro. I'll put a link in the show notes. Nice. Good find, Joey. Good find.
They have, I don't know, they got cool kit. They got cool bike. They're all women's racing gravel. It's pretty badass.
Nice. Anything else this week we want to cover?
I finally get my hands on a Salsa Storm Chaser next week, nice. Friday. So we're going to talk about that hopefully in a few episodes.
Cool. I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be a gorgeous bike.
It works perfectly too timing-wise because I get a kayak and just gets a bike, so I don't feel as guilty.
You guys want to jump into this or that? It's time for this or that.
Or that.
That. First item on this week's this or that. Joey, I'm going to ask you this question first, and then I'm going to answer, and then I'm going to ask the next question. We're not going to give Wes an opportunity. Yeah, we will. Okay. Go
and
ahead.
then
would you rather have a cook or a maid, Joey?
Would my maid cook for me?
No.
Could my cook maid for me?
No. The cook cooks and the maid maids.
Does the cook do the dishes?
The cook cooks and the maid's maids.
So the
cook, I like cook,
but
I'd rather have
doesn't
a
do the
maid.
dishes.
All right, there goes my answer.
Joey, what's your answer?
I like to cook, so I'd rather have a maid.
You'd rather have a maid.
But I prefer cleaning. It kind of soothing.
So I think the cook would also clean the kitchen.
Yeah, I want a maid.
I'm pretty sure I would like to have a cook.
I want a male maid that wears like a skimpy little female's maid outfit.
Is it because you missed when I was there and I did that for you?
Yes.
I think a cook would be fun to have because you could eat healthy. Think about how healthy you would eat. Then
you could eat healthy now.
Like, make me a chocolate cake. That's true. Stop it. Wes, would you rather have a cook or a maid?
Oh, a maid I hate doing just about. I can clean the kitchen is no problem. Cleaning the rest of the house I hate.
Okay, so you're on board for a maid.
Yeah.
Would you want a male maid or a female maid?
What are the ones that are both? I'll take one of them.
Oh, they're up in your area.
I was just trying to trap you, Wes, and you skirted your way around it. Next item up on this or that. Would you rather have an unlimited international first class ticket or never have tickets? It's actually multiple tickets. So would you let me start over with this.
What does that mean?
Would you rather have unlimited international first class tickets? Basically, you could fly anywhere. Or never have to pay for food at restaurants.
Ooh. That's a tough one.
It's your turn, Joey.
Well, I believe in a previous this or that, I chose to be a pirate like Jimmy Buffett instead of flying.
He launches cheeseburgers from cannons.
Yeah. I'd rather pay for food. I'd rather not have to pay for food at a restaurant.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't care.
Since
I'm a pirate.
Since in the last this or that question, I secured myself the services of a cook, I actually will take the unlimited international first class tickets.
Oh,
See how they did that? See what I did? I strung the this or that's together. See how I did
plane
that?
crashes?
See how I did that?
Yeah, but guess how I'm going to undo it.
Go
I
ahead.
got the maid at home, and now I don't have to cook anymore, and I just go to the restaurant. Somebody else can cook for me.
See, there you go. You were the exact opposite.
Now I got both.
Wes and I, you and I, geniuses. High five. High five. And Joey, you're out there somewhere else. Okay. Third item on this or that for this week.
What was that? What was that airplane that went missing recently? It was some like Asian flight.
231 or no, that's a road.
Asian flight
you know what I'm talking
231.
No, it went missing from my memory as well. Apparently.
Oh, Malaysia flight something. Yeah, it's gonna be you.
Yeah.
Guy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're gonna be out there with a
it's
with
not.
a volleyball.
That wasn't recent. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, well, everything's
So there's
Rona's out now.
There's a plane that's actually disappeared, like it's gone. Poof.
Yeah. Like it totally was gone entirely.
Did they find it?
No, that's why it's missing.
That's why it's missing, Brian.
Okay, cool.
They put the whole plane on a milk carton.
Would you rather have a Frankenstein bike that always works or have a really nice bike that always breaks down? Joey.
Wow, I feel like I've had a Frankenstein bike that always works before, so I'm gonna go with that one.
I
hate working on my own bike, so there.
I would absolutely go with a Frankenstein bike that always works. Because I would
Is
assume
that your Diverge?
I would assume that means it's nice and quiet, never ticky tacks.
It's not the Diverge.
I'm just gonna take her through our swamp, boys.
A lot of that's on me. I would much rather have a Frankenstein bike that always works. Wes, what's your answer?
Oh, the Frankenstein bike.
That's a pretty easy one, I think. That's
Low
really
maintenance.
Yeah, low maintenance, no maintenance.
The nicer my bikes get, the worse they are to maintain.
It's like the vinyl siding of bikes. Like no maintenance, low maintenance. Okay, I'm going to read the last one like this, just because I can. Joey, would you rather use a corn husk or a reusable cloth to wipe your bunghole?
Corn husk felt good one time, so I'm gonna go with that.
Hey, back in the day, that was what you used. Corn husk. Back in Savannah. In Savannah, we always use the corn husk, even to this day. I don't understand all of this toilet paper stuff that's going on. I would definitely use a corn husk.
I've used a corn husk.
I've used a corn husk. I've not used a corn husk.
I've used some weird stuff
So
too.
wait. A dried corn husk or a freshly gnawed corn husk?
How was your growing season?
I want a freshly gnawed corn husk.
Why are you gnawing on corn husks?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what Brian said.
I don't know. So let me get serious. Corn husk or reusable cloth? Well, that's disgusting to have to reuse a cloth. So yeah, I'd go with the corn husk. I'd give that a shot because it was good enough for mommy and pappy. Then, Wes?
Look, I'd hate to be in the middle of winter and just be out of corn husk and you can't just grow another one. I can put a shit ton of bleach in a washing machine.
Have you ever been in the middle of the woods doing your thing and you just had to take your shirt off to wipe?
I've used my underwear before.
I've used my shirt while I was like, I need this, and I took it off. I was with Jeff Gay one time.
I used my underwear behind the shop.
What?
I pooped behind the shop once.
But why? Why?
Because we had
only
two
had
bathrooms.
2 toilets.
Yeah, and they were both in use, and it was an emergency.
We've all had to go.
Like, if I were a patient, I would have had my arm chopped off in the ER and bleeding out. Like, that's how bad it was.
All right. Anything else before we shut this down this week? I feel like it was a throwaway episode.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. It's coronavirus.
Actually, I feel like it was good when we just kind of talked and caught up ourselves, and
Yeah.
anybody else that wants to catch us up with us.
Yeah. Anybody else that wants to
Let
listen,
'em.
you're fine too. Good.
The Crux is going for sale tomorrow.
I bet you Pete buys it.
That's the funniest thing I've heard this whole
I'm going to
episode.
text them and be like, so, you just need a new bike?
So, Joey, here's your challenge. I'm going to give you a challenge. Get Pete to buy the Crux back for more than you bought it from him.
He would do it.
I am going to post it for more than I paid for it because I did some upgrades.
Wait, so you're not buying it anymore, Brian?
No, that's the tarmac.
I am. I want the tarmac. Am I ever going to get my tarmac? I want
Yeah,
my
come in
tarmac.
tomorrow.
Oh, score. I'll
But
disinfect.
your body first.
Yeah, I will disinfect my entire self and come get it. What time do you want me to come in? In the morning?
I need to finish adjusting some stuff afternoon.
Here's the deal. You holler at me when it's ready. You give me a holler.
Holler.
Holler. You give me a holler when it's done. So I do, just for a minute, everybody, please take the coronavirus thing seriously. It's we're simply being asked to stay home and watch Netflix. I don't think that's too much to ask. I think that's pretty easy. And I think we should all do our part to social distance.
Watch that tiger movie thing.
Watch the tiger movie thing. It will blow your mind. And you may actually want to run out the house screaming at that point. So anything else, guys?
I would like people to send our essential employee letters.
Oh, yeah.
Disinfect them first, but give him some love. He needs it. He's
Physical
working
letters,
real hard.
Physical letters or emails?
A little bit both.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Instagram messages.
Actually, here's a funny thing. So Melanie's still working. She's considered essential. So the way the courthouse is handling any mail is they've got to take the mail with gloves, put it in a gallon bag,
How do you put a guy in a gallon bag?
spray the mail down in a gallon bag.
Why not a female?
That's sexist, Wes.
I know. Spray the mail down in the gallon bag and let it sit there for 3 days before they can open it back up.
Oh my God. Have they ever heard of UV light? They just run it under some UV light, right?
Melanie said that she laughed pretty hard when they told her.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Hold on.
Oh, see, here we go.
No, hold on. Philip Sinner jerseys, we're going to be like 4 weeks behind everyone else getting our GTD jerseys.
Does that mean I'm going to be like another week behind that? Because you guys get my jersey?
The the Buck 50 socks that came with your box, Brian.
Yes.
I have a feeling they'll look really good with our kit.
Ooh, I think you're right. Oh,
Good thing I did the 150.
nice.
Okay, I'll shut up now. Closer.
Nothing? Anybody else? Good.
I could take a Benadryl really quick and we could get this party started.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to this rambling non-episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. This is a listener-supported podcast, and please, after listening to this one, we need your support. We have some pretty amazing people on Patreon or PayPal that make this thing happen every week. So thank you. Next week, we are going to have Kelly Paddock from Rocktown
You
Rambler.
said that last week.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah. Well, it was a weird week, everybody. It was a very strange week. But Kelly's going to come on and do a recap for us of her adventures at Mid-South and her top 10 finish. So I'm excited to talk to Kelly again and to hear all about that. Our show can be found wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Hey, Wes, how can folks get in touch with us?
Well, since you're at home, unless you're Joey, go to the internet, graveltraveldirt.com. Got plenty of time to look at that. And you know what? Now's the perfect time to catch up on podcasts. Netflix can get kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
Just go back to episode 1 and restart everything. If
That's
you're getting
right.
a little stale, just go back to 1. Would be good. Then we have an Instagram. Nobody uses that anymore. We'll skip over that. What's really up and coming phone, because they want people interaction. 410-231-3850. Oh, I just got a good idea.
What's that?
Since we're using Skype,
Yeah.
we could do live studio audience now and just have everybody mute their shit.
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not,
We
right?
could do Zoom, and everybody's using Zoom.
No, we would have some weird people coming on.
Yeah, but
So-
who cares? They don't talk. They just watch.
I saw a thing on Twitter the other day because I follow a bunch of podcast tweeters and all kinds of stuff and all over the social spaces. And somebody had asked a question and said, I would very much like a podcast that was live and did up-to-date, up-to-the-minute coronavirus updates. And somebody tweeted back, was like, radio. You're describing radio. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week once again from all over the place. Thanks for riding along, everybody. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others, stay healthy.
Wash your hands. Bye.
Rona, bye.
Love you, bye.